This is QTV News coming to you from our studios on Caraba Avenue. I am Mamudu Gajaga and thank you for joining us. First, here are our main news headlines. As some of the roads in the Greater Banjul area are temporarily opened to traffic, the National Roads Authority issued a warning to drivers to take extra care. There have already been several accidents on the roads. In the Upper River region, the Child Protection Alliance recently convened a meeting, community engagement with parents, students and others to discuss issues affecting women and children. In Nottinghamshire in England, Jamie Barrow, who killed his neighbour, a Gambian mother and her two daughters, by setting their flat on fire, has been found guilty of murder and arson. And in international news, Senegal's President Macky Sall has announced that he won't seek re-election in 2024, ending widespread speculation that he would run for a third term. We spoke to the Director of Academic Affairs at the Kenya School of Government about training given to public servants to ensure they serve the public's interests. Those were the news headlines, and now the news in detail. Welcome and thank you for joining us. This is QTV News. Despite the ongoing work, the National Roads Authority, the implementing agency for the widening of the Bertil-Harding Highway project, announced it has opened the road for use, but not without sending a warning message to motorists and pedestrians. Alusise has the details.
In a press release signed by Yassine Gaye for the Managing Director, the National Roads Authority advises the public that the Airport Johnson to Senegambia Johnson Road is being made accessible to traffic due to the rainy season to ease congestion caused by traffic diversions. The authority urges all motorists to ensure their wipers, tires, lighting system and brakes are fully operational to allow visibility while driving. We are urging all motorists to prioritize the safety of them and others on the road by ensuring their vehicles are in top working condition, the authority stated. To further minimize all forms of speeding that could result in fatal accidents, the use of mobile phones while driving and overloading, the NRS's Police Intervention Unit and Mobile Traffic Police personnel have been deployed at strategic locations on the route to manage the traffic. It advises drivers to comply with the instructions of the officers to avoid any inconvenience. Pedestrians and vendors are equally urged to maintain a safe distance from the road. People have expressed concern with how unruly drivers manifest disregard of the traffic rules, resulting in some accidents on the road. Already, a drive along the recently opened roads shows several vehicles that have had accidents, many of them having crashed into the temporary barriers meant to slow down and control the flow of traffic. Reporting for QTV News, I am Aliou Cissé.
The Child Protection Alliance recently convened a community engagement with parents, students and others in the Upper River region to discuss issues affecting women and children. The event saw over 200 people participating in the activity. Alhaji A.F. Jallo was at the meeting and he filed this report.
The Child Protection Alliance organized a regional stakeholder meeting in Basse to raise awareness of the issues of child abuse in the Gambia, advocate for children's rights and the development of preventive and protective structures for children. The event sought to build capacity of the public, organizations and various stakeholders to raise their awareness on child protection issues and to encourage children's participation in identifying their problems and devising solutions. Ibrahim Adabo, the Youth and the Communication Officer of the Child Protection Alliance, explains the objective of the community engagement and also delved into the roles of parents in their children's upbringing.
We're looking at issues that are affecting women and children in this country, and we have seen that sexual abuse and exploitation are biggest issues that affects children in this country, but also drug abuse is a big problem in this country, so that also affects women and children. But when we put all of this together, it affects our society in a very big way. First, a child is born into a family, and it is part of the rights of a child to grow in a healthy and productive family environment. Parents have a bigger role, if not one of the biggest roles, in the development of children.
The regional administrator of the National Human Rights Commission for URR and CRR, Ibrahim Akinte, highlighted their interventions within this program.
We at National Human Rights Commission, especially at regional levels, form part of this program in order to support Child Protection Alliance in this community dialogue, because this is a community dialogue where we are bringing in diverse groups, young people, skilled children, youth, community members, local stakeholders. They are all part of this program.
Keba Jata, the regional social welfare officer in URR, said the government has instituted the necessary tools to protect the rights of women and children.
The Ministry of Gender, Children and Social Welfare, they have a focus. They have a strategic plan. That strategic plan goes with implementations. We have policy in place. As government also, we've also put mechanisms, laws, legislations are also available to address the issues affecting our girls and women in our community or in our society.
Maimuna Fati, the founder of Embrace Hale, and Fatmata Balde, a student at Nasir, made an appeal to the authorities to implement laws that protect women's and children's rights.
The law is there, but it's not enforced. And one of the things that Embrace Hale wants for the government to actually put into place is to actually place a fine of 100,000 if anybody is found abusing a child, sexually, physically, or emotionally.
I have many people here as parents, but they don't actually know their responsibilities towards their parents, their children rather. Because most of them will be like, they will have children. The only thing they know how to do is maybe just tell them to do house chores and nothing else. They have children that, they go to school, but at the end of the day, they only give them lunch, go to school, and come back. They don't ask what they do there.
The Children's Act defines a child as any person under the age of 18 years of age and protect all the children in the Gambia without discrimination. It states that the best interest of the child should be the primary consideration in any matter that affects or concerns a child. Reporting for QTV News, I am Alaji F. Jallo.
Right, some disturbing news. In Nottinghamshire in England, Jamie Barrow, who killed his neighbour, a Gambian mother and her 2 daughters, by setting their flat on fire, has been found guilty of murder. Lena Gonyipa has the rest of the story.
Jamie Barrow was today found guilty of the murders of Fatoumata Haidara, age 28, Fatima Drame, age 3, and 1-year-old Neema Drame, after starting a fire at their home in Clifton in November 2022, with all 3 succumbing to smoke inhalation. Jamie Barrow, who lived in the same block of flats, lit the fire after filling a bottle with petrol from his motorbike and pouring it through his victim's letterbox, before lighting it with tissue paper. At Nottingham Crown Court, he admitted starting the fire, but denied triple murder on the grounds of diminished responsibility. He also told jurors he did not know the family were inside the first-floor flat when he used petrol to set fire to the property. During the trial, jurors were shown CCTV footage of Barrow buying packs of lager on 2 separate occasions in the hours leading up to the fatal fire. As the flames took hold, he was captured calmly walking away from the blaze with his dog while smoking a cigarette. Other video footage shows Barrow smiling outside the scene of the burned-out building. Following a 3-week trial, a jury today, 4 July 2023, found Barrow guilty on 3 counts of murder and 1 count of arson, being reckless as to whether life was endangered. The 31-year-old will be sentenced on Friday, 7 July 2023. The family of Fatoumata Haidara, Fatima and Neema Drame, the murder victims, issued a statement saying they were relieved their killer has been brought to justice. In the joint statement, they said, "Words cannot quantify how much our family have suffered because of the horrific actions of one man. Neither can we quantify the emotional, psychological, physiological and financial impact of the crime Jamie Barrow committed against Fatoumata, Fatima and Neema. His actions were utterly heartless and cruel and have caused a multi-generational trauma that we will never understand. We have also received a great sense of companionship from our community, the Ahmadiyya Muslim Jamaat. The overwhelming support given to us by our Gambian community here in the UK and around the world has encouraged us to keep calm and patient." Reporting for QTV News, I am Lena Gonyipa.
We'll now go for a commercial break, and when we return, we still have some more stories, mainly international stories.
The future is now with QCell's 5G network. Experience speeds like never before with our new 5G Rocket Fixed Internet plan. Get speeds from 10 Mbps to 100 Mbps. Your 5G-enabled devices. Walk into QCell headquarters to get one of our 5G routers and experience the true feeling of 5G. Only with QCell. QCell brings you the future. Tech, innovation, incredible speed. The future is now. For more information, call our customer care on 111. QCell, Sunyabus. We innovate, others follow. Terms and conditions apply.
QCell brings you the future with our ultimate bundles. Enjoy the best voice and data bundle plans in one package. Get unlimited data packages with flexible validity and enjoy what true internet feels like. Get 30 minutes of on-net and off-net calls with 5 gigabytes of data for just $350. Or get bigger bundle packages from 10 gigabytes to 20 gigabytes with over 100 on-net and off-net voice calls and enjoy the fastest internet speed in the Gambia. You can also buy 1-day, 3-day or even 7-day packages and enjoy unlimited data bundles